Hi, I'm Hans Wilhelm. Today let's talk about the law of attraction. It is one of the most fundamental laws of the universe, which says like attracts like and unlike repels unlike. This law rules our entire life, the world around us, and all the decisions we make. You will notice that in almost all my videos I mention how this law impacts our life and how we can use it.
It begins well before we are born. Our soul is a vibrational energy body that reflects our current state of consciousness with all its karmic burdens. To incarnate and be attracted to planet Earth, it requires parents, in particular a mother, who are of similar vibration. Like attracts like. Therefore, we always choose our parents according to who we are. And we also choose everything else in our life according to who we are and what we sense, feel, think, say, and do. Consciously or unconsciously, we are continuously transmitting energies that attract or repel everyone and everything in our life. After all of life is communication, sending and receiving. It just shows how powerful we are. The people around us and the circumstances we find ourselves in are all the result of the law of attraction. Again, there are no coincidences. They are in our life because they represent something about ourselves and have pulled us together through the law of attraction. They resonate with something in us, be it good or bad, positive or negative. They are mirroring something of ourselves back to us, and therefore they are a perfect tool for self-recognition and growth. The outside world reflects back to us what is in us. For instance, if we are emotionally charged when we see images of war or fighting, then there is also a war or fighting going on within ourselves. Anything that is emotionally unwanted in the outer reality is potentially something in us that is not yet healed or loved. Everything is here to teach us unconditional, unlimited, and all-inclusive love. So we have the amazing power to influence the circumstances as well as the choices of people in our life when we consciously become aware of our sensations, emotions, thoughts, beliefs, words and actions, and then deliberately change them. But before we do that, we explore what messages they have for us, and then clear up whatever is negative or unloving in us and our relationships. That is truly living in the now. Having peaceful thoughts will attract more peace and kinder situations into our world. Many New Age teachers claim that by deliberately using the law of attraction to our advantage, we can attract and allow boundless abundance, wealth and happiness, such as a grand villa, a sports car, or lots of money. Unfortunately, this doesn't always work out, because our intentions are too often based on selfish desires for ourselves and not based on selfless love and service for our neighbor. Our higher self will not cooperate with the desires of our ego for pleasure and comfort. The higher self has much higher ambitions for us. It knows life is not about getting, but about becoming. There is much more about it in my video, Why the Secret Didn't Work. The law of attraction also influences our thinking. We usually believe that the thoughts we are having are our own, but not necessarily so. We can pick up the thoughts from other people if there is something in us that resonates with these thoughts. The realm of thoughts is densely populated with free-floating thought forms, also called vagabond thoughts, that hang around us like heavy mud or oil slicks. They can poison and take over our thinking and lead to creating more negative karma. And it's not just vagabond thoughts that can poison us. This can also be done by negative astral entities. All our negativity, vices and weaknesses are potentially portals for negative energies or entities to be attracted to us according to the law of attraction. They can attach themselves to us and influence and even possess us. But when we upgrade our vibration through life and love-affirming thinking, speaking and acting, we no longer become a magnet for them. We have that power in us. Our karma is also subject to the law of attraction. Karma is the result of our inability or unwillingness to solve a problem with love. Whenever we think, say, or do something unlovingly, it is not only stored in our soul and body, but most of all in the repository planets of identical frequency of the material and semi-material universes. Like attracts like. When these constantly moving planets are full or reach a certain position, they download our karma back to us, either in this lifetime or many lifetimes later. It may manifest in many different ways, from an unpleasant sensation or emotion to illness and blows of fate. In other words, everybody can only reap in life whatever he himself has sown. But karma is not necessarily a bad thing. It just shows us how infinitely powerful we are by having created this situation we are facing. It's a teaching tool to bring us gently back to love. Through forgiveness, love, and service, we can speed up our return home to the pure heavens from where we once came. Because eons and eons ago, we left our spiritual home, these pure heavens. We did this through negative and selfish thinking. It immediately changed our vibration, and we could no longer stay in the high vibration and consciousness of love and unity. By having changed our vibration, we ejected ourselves through the law of attraction into the far regions of space, where we now incarnate from time to time into the material universe. We became these fallen angels in exile. Our final test comes at the moment of our transition back into the spiritual world, the event we commonly call death, when the soul separates itself from the physical body. Have we increased the vibration of our soul by having learned our life lessons and became more loving in our earthly lifetime? Or have we squandered our short time here on earth by increasing our selfishness? The energy of all our feelings, thoughts, words, and actions throughout the lifetime determine to which spiritual realm our soul will energetically be drawn to. This follows the law of spiritual gravity, which is another word for the law of attraction. Will it be a higher level than we had before our birth, or will it be a lower level? Or will it just be the same level as before with little to no signs of progress?
Luckily, most of us are now on our way home, back to the pure heavens. But we can only enter the pure heavens when we carry the heaven within us, which is pure love. Because like attracts like. Are we ready to use our life here on earth to grow in love and compassion? I'm looking forward to seeing you in my next video.